Oh yes, another video from the infamous Thompson'S Kennels coming live to you from Hoodwoods, baby. What's going on? We gotta do the update. I got some email questions I'm gonna answer. Whew. We are doing great. Nobody is lost. And eyes are open. He's just sleeping. Yeah, he's just sleeping. Looking real good. Puppies are in great shape. Grab another one here. This big boy. This is another big boy here. Eyes are open, and they look real good. Real good. Couldn't be any more pleased with this litter so far, health-wise. There's the other two. I mean, great health with these pups. Nobody's lost. Rush is doing good. No complaints whatsoever. Eyes are opening. These were born on July 5th. I appreciate all of the emails and everybody reaching out. My daughter is yet to pick her puppy yet, so I kind of like warned everybody, hey, this is not going to be like a normal circumstance where I pick my dogs and then I start rehoming. My daughter's got to pick hers, and then we'll go from there with this. But they are huge, as you can see. These are going to be some big dogs. These are going to be some real big dogs. What's up, Rush? They are sort of kind of walking around, but eyes are open on all of them. They are kind of lazy, tired kind of looking. But yeah, they smell milk now. But so far so good. There's another pup here. I was asked about, I already talked about the bloodline and everything on these and the lineage on these, but I was asked about, people was really inquiring about this box when I brought it up. This is what I call my high box. That I had to slow it down a little bit because most of the time I do my winter breedings is what I'm known for, but this is a summertime thing. So what you call, move back, girl, goddamn. This is a summertime thing, so that would be my cutout that I would use for my heat lamp, but summertime is just ventilation. You gotta have ventilation for these pups. This is a heat pad, but I am not using it. It is not needed right now because it's hot as fuck. The devil just asked me if I was thirsty the other day, so it's hot, so the heat pad's not needed. As you can see, they're moving around pretty good. Everything's looking good, but you got to have some type of ventilation with the box. The box is set up underneath a tree for shade. As you can see, it's wood underneath the top of here. I just used a tarp just to be safe so my wood doesn't rot. So I just tarp it up so I know it's completely waterproof so we don't have no water coming down inside. But this is the high box. And like I said, you got to have ventilation for this box. And if you're building your high boxes, hey, calm down. Calm down, you're doing a lot. But you got to have ventilation, and if you're building this, build it with shade. You need to build it underneath a tree or something, because I don't really care for summertime breeding too much because of the insects, the bacteria and shit. But I used to say in the South we didn't have bad winters, but last year we had snow and everything, so it was a mess. It was really a mess. So I did a lot of summer breeding, so this is how I'm setting all of my bitches up. Let me close this because you kind of excited and you're gonna do something silly. Double ventilation on this box. Like I said, people normally see me use these boxes wintertime, and these will be heat lamps mounted on the outside so I can keep it warm. But summertime use, just take the heat lamps off, have some type of mesh wiring, to keep the dog inside. This is just ventilation because it gets hot. She's in there panting. It can get extremely hot in there. And yet again, it's built underneath a tree for shade. So that's the two boxes. I was asked about the other Welping box that I set up last time that I didn't use. I used it for Miss Trinidad, but that was a failed breeding. I haven't really used it since. I was talking to my daughter about it. Excuse me. Dump this out. As you can see, nobody's been in here in a while. So this is my next high box set, not high box setup, but my next Welping box setup. the breedings that we just did, if they're successful, somebody's going to go in here, most likely Black Mary, because she's the biggest dog out of all of the females that we bred so far. So she would go in here, and how I did it was, of course, cut out. I mounted, this is an old panel for a rooftop unit that I replaced. So I just put it on top because I've seen bullies, people who breed bullies use these as whelping boxes, but American Pit Bull Terriers are athletic enough where they can actually jump on the top, and you don't want them to cave the plastic in. And also you don't want water to settle on top and cave it in, because the plastic is pliable when it gets warm, when the sun is on it. We have provided the shade and everything for it. So this is going to probably be Black Mary setup when she's due, or if it takes, you know, this is all in the future. We bred her a little while ago, but that'll be her setup if we use it. I gotta clean it out when I get ready to use this. Like I said, I haven't had a dog in here in months, but everything's shaded. We have the top on it and everything. I did not like this setup for winter time at all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I had a heating pad mounted underneath the box, and I also had a heat lamp in the back. I'll walk around and show it. This is where I had the heating pad set up at. Heating lamp, I apologize, set up at, and it was aimed inside. It's just too big a square footage to keep the temperature that you want. And with that winter that we had, it was kind of cold. It was pretty damn cold. So I will not use this setup to breed during the winter. It is gonna, I think it'll be really good as a summertime setup. So we're gonna use it this year. And like I said, this is just a water storage container. And as I told you guys before, you can buy them brand new. There's people selling them all the time online, but just make sure you know what the fuck was being kept inside of it. Like I said before, when this was brought up about this setup, I know water was being held in here, so I'm not tripping. But be extremely careful if they was using hazardous chemicals or they were using hydraulic fluid to store this, because this is normally what these is used for, is can hold in hydraulic fluid. So that's that setup. Like I said, when we get ready to use it, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I think it'll be very, very adequate for summertime whelping box status. Whew. Take a little walk, take a little walk. And like I said, yet again, everybody just be patient. Like I said, I'm not rushing my daughter when it comes to picking this pup. She has the, when she sees what she likes, she can go ahead and make her decision, but I'm not rushing her at all. Yep, we over here with Blue Ivy. This is I got a lot of emails about this dog. She is the belly mate sister to Black Orca. I have not planned on breeding her yet or using her yet. She is a very nice quality female. I like her attitude. Super athletic dog. I really enjoy her. So I got a lot on my hands right now as far as the breedings that I've already done. I got to see what it takes, because we have Black Orca, the Widowmaker. We got Mailman to Miss Hustle. And we've got Ghostman to Lady of Rage as well. So those are the breedings that we have upcoming. So we got to pace myself. I'm not going crazy with this. I don't know how this is going to turn out, because I remember about 5 years ago I did a video very similar to this where I had all my bitches come in heat. I didn't know whether it was because we relocated and moved the dogs out here to the woods. I don't know if it just spiked them or spiked the estrogen or whatever, but everybody went in the heat, and that was very out of the normal. And I didn't have it reoccur until just now, where all of these females just came in the season. So like I said, I did a couple of breedings. Hopefully it takes. If it don't, I'm not tripping. As always, next time. But right here, Blue Ivy. Walk around. All right, this is the Rosa dog. This is a direct daughter to Russia. I was getting a lot of emails about this bitch as well. This is Russia bred to Zulu. This is not the pure Red Boy Jocko termite blend that her pups are in the box that I showed you earlier. This has Hustle Man blood in it. So this has a shot of the Boyles and Bolio blood inside of it, coming through Hustle Man. Or Hustle Man, which produced
Ghostman, and we bred Ghostman to Black Sealy, which is Rush's mother, and then produced the Zulu dog, and then bred Zulu to Russia to produce Rosa here. So, sorry, that was a little bit of a fucking tongue twister. But Rosa here is doing fine. Phenomenal athlete. We're very pleased with her. Where she's at so far, she's very reminiscent of her mother, Russia. So, we're going to see how it goes with her. She's already come in the season. She's coming out of season. Like I said, I may do something with her next summer. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to try and sew up some of these 3/4 breedings that we've done. And I haven't decided if I want to take it into my balls and bolio blood or if I want to go back into the Red Boy Jocko termite stuff with her. As far as when we start testing her and stuff, we'll see exactly where she's at and what traits I don't like and what I do like, and see what strand of blood I got on the yard to accommodate and make some better dogs. And also, this ugly bat ear bitch here. This is, this is Flash to Corona, or rest in peace. A lot of people were asking me about Animal Jr. We rehomed Animal Jr. because I said in the video I really didn't need a male. I was looking for females after what had occurred on the yard with some of the stuff that happened with the accident. So I was looking for females. This was the only female off the litter. And we are keeping her. And she's a pinhead bat ear bitch with big teeth. And, you know, this is not the style of dog everybody likes, and I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. These dogs right here from me, I can't speak for everybody else, but for me, these bat ear, long pin face little bitches here have produced some of the best males that I've ever had, okay? Just to keep it in context, Miss Hustle, Belly Mate Sister, the mailman, we bred her to Flash to produce Paperboy. So I don't know what it is genetically, what goes on my yard, but these little pinhead ugly bitches produce some of the best fucking males you could ever freaking imagine. So, you know, this goes on consistent with what I have. You know, everybody doesn't like them, and like I said, if this was a beauty competition, it'd be totally different. But I'm not in this for a fucking beauty competition. I'm in this to get some fucking bulldogs. So she's a young pup, very high strung. She's loud as a fire truck, as you can see, but she's barking because I don't usually walk up on her with a camera, but she's a pretty quiet dog, but she is extremely animal aggressive. When I mean extremely animal aggressive to be a pup. That whole litter that's partly why Animal Jr. got rehomed. I got a lot of dogs like that. Shout out to Mr. Samuels. He's loving that dog. I'll get some photos from him and we'll post them up on the community page and stuff. But I got enough napalm on the yard, and Animal Jr. needs to be in a real solid situation where he can get that full attention that those type of dogs need at that age. So I thought that was a great rehoming situation with him, with Mr. Samuels here. But this is Rona. We named her after her mother that passed away, Corona, and we just named her Rona. But like I said, this dog here has got a little ass full of lightning. Between her and Dirty Mary all day, it gets kind of silly. But Dirty Mary, this is a daughter off a mailman. So it is, as you can see, it's just nonstop. What's up, baby girl? What's going on? So I have plans for her. She's coming out of season as well. These are going to be very critical females. The Blue Ivy dog, the Dirty Mary dog, the Rosa dog, the Rona dog, way in the future. Hopefully everything pans out with all these dogs, of course. You know, we're going to go with the assumption that they all check out and I see what I need to see out of them. But these females here are real critical for the future. They will be getting taken back to some of my old stock, which would be my Hustle Boy dog, which is a direct son off of Manny. Leave her alone. Just leave her alone. It ain't that serious. But these dogs will be taken back to the Hustle Boy dog, probably Jack Boy, which is a son off of Hustle Boy. I'm going into like the concentrated blood with it. Now, I didn't do a video on this breeding because this asshole here, he's got the strength of a grown fucking man. I was going to do the breed. I got a picture of them bred together on my community page. This is Black Orca. He's a belly mate brother to the Blue Ivy dog I just showed. They don't look like they off the same fucking litter. This dog is close to 50 pounds. Blue Ivy is a little tiny thing with the blue eye. They don't look nothing alike. But this dude here is a freak of nature when it comes to strength. We have him on a real heavy duty secure tie out. He's not to be fucked with. What's going on, big boy? I mean, he's just solid muscle. Love his temperament. He's not destructive. He's wild, but he's not destructive, which was what we were trying to get away from. As you can see, as he licks his mouth, he has all his teeth. Phenomenal set of cutters. Just a powerhouse. I mean, a freakish powerhouse. And him and Blue Ivy is a concentration of all of my old blood. If you are a fan of the Cold Crush dog, the Commando dog, Cookie, Proud Mary, all of these females are in this dog's genealogy. So I condensed pretty much my old program into a handful of breedings to produce these animals here. These will be perfectly bred dogs to go into some of the concentrated blood that we have that's more bred heavy, Emma to the Boyle stuff and Bolio blood. This stuff here has a beautiful blend of some real nice old Eli blood in it. I mean, it's just all of my OG's old blood that when his program was at a certain point and I was dealing with him at that time, this is like 15 plus years ago, I was able to get all of these dogs condensed into the pedigree, and I couldn't be more satisfied with Black Orca. We did roll the dice breeding him to Widowmaker because we've been chasing stuff off of Widowmaker, and I really didn't want that to be his first breeding. I really wanted to stick him to a more seasoned female when it comes to breeding. But yet again, you know, the way the chips fall, I had to just look at the traits at the time on these dogs. And if it does take with him and Widowmaker, this is going to be fucking devastating. What's up, son? What's up, boy? What's going on? So I really like the traits of these two dogs. So hopefully we can get some pups off of Widowmaker because she's like 7 years old, never produced puppies. And it's my fault. I just wasn't. Every time I was getting ready to breed her, some shit would pop up or something would happen. But it was a perfect storm this year with the new career and all of that stuff. And me having time, I was able to catch a breeding with her. I was able to get 3 sticks in. Very, very, very pleased with the sticks. Everything went good. I thought it was going to be bad with him temperament-wise, but, you know, he's got the strength of a fucking grown man. I mean, literally, he can chip your shin if he's running back and forth and that chain hits your shin, man. This shit ain't no joke. But what's going on, man? What's going on? He's just as wild as he wants to be. But this is Black Orca, belly mate to Blue Ivy. I hope I was able to answer all the email questions and pretty much show the high boxes and stuff. And everybody was inquiring about how it goes. But I had to think to myself, I always was doing winter breeding, so I never really showed the summer setup. I don't remove the heating pads. I'll use them as necessary, but with this weather the way it is and as hot as it is, you really don't want to be fucking around and forget to leave that pad on and fuck those puppies up. So we haven't had any issues at all. And we'll do one more thing with Rush. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disturb her, but these are her 4 pups again, eyes open. They starting to travel. They're starting to travel, people. But I hope all is well in YouTube land. Y'all have a blessed one. As soon as my schedule opens up a little bit better, I'm gonna go ahead and try to post some more videos. But I was able to get the dogs that was asked about in the emails and everything done. So sorry, my brain's fried. It's hot as fuck out here, and I've been doing a bunch of shit. But you here with the Thompson man at Hood Woods. Y'all have a blessed one.